Hi, crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am creating with the Halloween card kit, which is the September card kit from Hero Arts from the Hero Studio. I actually shared this card on my social media and on my blog for the um, September countdown for the kit, but I wanted to share how I created it. So first, I'm going to be creating a mask in Stencil. I'm using that circle, the moonlight circle from the card kit, and I am cutting that out of some cardstock that I can later manipulate and just create a nice little stencil out of. I then grab some peony cardstock. This is an A2 size cut of that peony, and I'm laying it on my inking palette. And you can't fully see the mask there, but I do have that circle laid down, and I added mint tape to it to stick it in place. And I am going to stamp an ink blend all around this circle. My lighting kind of makes the circle blend in, but there is that mask in place. And I am grabbing the bats from the 6x8 stamp set from the card kit, and I am just going to stamp around, as I said, onto my cardstock. I am going to go ahead and erase on that uh, stamp just to make it work better. And I am using cotton candy as well as pink grapefruit, seeing which one I like the best. And I ended up going with cotton candy. The pink grapefruit was a little too red for me. So using cotton candy, I'm stamping on the peony cardstock. Again, just randomly stamping and pressing to add my bats all around. I later go back and add other inks, including passion flower as well as some splatter, but for now, I thought I was complete. So once I have completed all those cotton candy bats, I peel off that circle masking and set it to the side because I will use it again. But I am grabbing the A2 size cardstock that I actually cut this moonlight out of, and I am now going to use the unicorn ink cube that is included with this kit, and I am going to fill this circle up with that unicorn ink to create my moon. I simply smush the ink around the edges and then take a blending brush and kind of work that in, making it a bit splotchy and spreading the ink. And once the mask is removed, this is what I am left with. I have this freezer paper sitting on my desk because it is super easy to use when I am heat embossing or adding splatter. And right now I'm adding splatter, so it's there. It protects my surface and just allows me to manipulate my medium very well. So I am going to smush some pitch black ink onto my surface, and then I add a little bit of water and mix that up to create a liquidy bit of splatter. This will make the pitch black not as black as it is on the ink pad, but that is fine. So there you can see me adding my splatter with a small paintbrush, and then I just clean up my surface. It just wipes right off, which I love, and I can just throw my freezer paper away. I did not like the splatter on the actual moon because I wanted to go in and add color. So I just cleaned that up very quickly using a baby wipe. Since that ink was diluted, it was easy to remove from the pigment ink area. Next, I'm going in with some creamsicle and I'm adding orange to my moon. I'm trying to concentrate it around the edges of the moon just to give some more shading. I go between the creamsicle and the unicorn ink and just blend those out. I didn't want harsh orange places, but I didn't want it all to melt together the entire way because a moon has different shades and craters. Moving on from there, I add um, my mask back on there, and I just add some white in different areas. Again, I am just blending. My goal is to create more color variation. So now you can see a better look at how my moon turned out. I did want more white and more distressing around this moon. So I grabbed the white acrylic spray, which is a new release from the holiday catalog, and I used a baby wipe to wipe some of it off of my surfaces, and I love the slight distressing that this gives. I also go back in with my yellow ink, excuse me, my orange creamsicle ink, and then I also grab the taffy reactive ink to add more pink to the moon. And this is how it is looking, and this is what I'm left with. Now I am going to create my haunted house. I'm grabbing that stamp from the 6x8 stamp set, and I'm using the taffy ink to create this haunted house. But if you remember from how my card actually turned out, I did not use this house. I used a different house, but this is just showing you my process. So I stamp my house onto white cardstock. I then heat emboss it. Once I have a good impression, I go in and I heat emboss the house. Clear Hero embossing powder, and then I die cut that out. But I end up changing up how I create my house in the end. But now I'm going in with the passion flower ink and adding bats around my moon like I said I would. And with that complete, I decided I needed to add the black to my house. So this is my method. Since it is covered in clear embossing powder, you are able to ink over that, and it goes only onto the edges of the paper which don't have the embossing ink on there, and I wipe it off. So that's how you can add some color quickly to this haunted house. But again, I don't use this one, I use a different one. I stamp the peony house using the peony ink and heat emboss that with clear ink, and then I go over that house with passion flower ink to create the same effect that the black gives on this hot pink house. And then I color in the black windows. So there we have it. So using this hot pink house as my template, I go in and I stamp that Happy Halloween sentiment. I do not pop it down until after I've stamped the Happy Halloween, and I'm just using my pitch black ink to stamp that on. I also go in with some enamel dots and I add those around because again, I thought I was going to keep this hot pink house on here, but the hot pink enamel dots were fine. And yeah, so once I've replaced the hot pink house with my peony and passion flower house, this is what I am left with. Hopefully the end didn't get too confusing. But yeah, guys, that is how I created this cute Happy Halloween card using the card kit of the month from Hero Studio. If you would like to purchase this, I do have a link down below. It is an affiliate link. It's at no cost to you. But please use my link if you are going to use or purchase any of the Hero Studio kits from this month. That is all that I have, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.